All right. Just give me, like, I don't know, a few more minutes, and then I will be ready to go. Channel. Okay. Give me, like, 3-4 more minutes. All right. Pre-show is gonna start now. I'm surprised it's starting a little bit later than how I would have liked it, but we're gonna take a look. See here. Just gonna grab me an image. Yeah, that's nice resolution. Yep. All right. Got the videos ready. And I'll be back in just another minute. Okay, alrighty. Sorry for the late start, everyone. Sorry about that. Things happen. Dinner gets served a little later. But anyways, here, I'll put myself here on the screen. Oh, shit. There we go. I just gotta take care of my sounds. Alright, yep, sound settings are all good. Yep, yes sir. Gonna put this, hide this little text thing here. Alrighty. One last thing. And what the fuck? That's weird. Alright. Okay, we're good. Okay, alrighty. So let's get to the itinerary here. Tonight on the ScurvyRum show, we have the main headline, a celebration of Undead Chronic and the Warband. Our first video of the night, it's just going to be non-stop videos, basically. Failed Ethot attacks the Manosphere by Undead Chronic. Our second video, a person... Yeah, you could read the title. And of course there's a vomit emoji, because Sir Yeetus and Manic agree with me. It's from Manic Stream, but the video, it's on Sir Yeetus' channel. And then our last video, Think Before You Sleep, Simping Disaster, a short documentary by Kite and Chaz. And for our regular cancellation, we're going to be going over the Hollywood strikers and, well, the eventuality of their situation. All of that and more on the ScurvyRum show. What do you do with a drunken orange? What do you do with a drunken orange? What do you do with a drunken orange? Give him some more rum. Alrighty. So, I'm just going to send this out to a few people. Let's see. We'll get the thing ready. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I came a little bit unprepared today, but not to worry. And then, sorry, I'm also just gonna get the, hold on. Fucking hell. Wait, that's weird. Ah, there we go. Okay. So, in celebration, first thing of rum of the night. Anyways, I'm just gonna send this to a few people. All the right things. Alright. One more thing. This is going to be one of those segments that gets recorded. I think this is going to be a quick opening headline. So, I'm also just going to send it to some people on the Chronic server. Alright, so segment is gonna start in 3, 2, 1. So, if you haven't been watching the channel or these streams, you might not know that I love Undead Chronic and the Warband. I think they all make some pretty good stuff, and I also really like talking to the people on the server that he has. I highly suggest you join it if you like content like Chronix or mine or any of the other people of the Warband. But why are they needed? Why is this ragtag group of greenskins and some white skins needed? And you have this cool mushroom guy too, Rishi. Haven't heard anything from him in a while. But why are they needed? Well, in an age of frauds and cucks and hustlers, one warband is enough to bring them to their knees, no matter the channel size, no matter how influential they might be. The warband will keep them accountable. As in the case of, what's a good example? Oh, right, Jack Murphy. If it wasn't for the brave research done by Manic, this guy over here, that Chronic right here forced him to do, because Cuck Murphy was starting to get some serious ground on YouTube. Well, we might have had a whole bunch of young men start believing the words of a cuckold who likes to shove things up his ass on Chatterbait. That's right, you heard me. If it wasn't for these guys, Jack Murphy would not have had a Kiwi Farms thread. So put some respect on their names. What's another good thing about the Warband? Well, I mean, there's lots of them. But something else I could think of is, well, they're an actual inspiration for young men like me. I've been on the party pond before. When Ribby was still doing the party ponds. And I've also chatted with Chronic before. And to say the least, their advice has actually been extremely helpful in me getting over a lot of my social awkwardness. Granted, I still have some of it. And, that's still being worked on in time. But they have at least helped me try to talk to people. That was a big hurdle of mine for a long time, and these guys for sure have helped me out. And also, if it wasn't for Yeetus here, I would not be doing Muay Thai. He gave me some pretty good words of warning and words of advice on, training and also just learning the martial art as a whole. And so I cannot thank him enough. But I do wonder how some of the other people in the Chronic Discord have benefited from Undead Chronic's advice, or you could also say that of the Warbands too. I have a feeling their advice has been very helpful for them. Also, I think Chronic, especially with the slogan of no hymen, no diamond, he lives by that. Chronic, right here, guy smoking the joint right here, is quite literally a guy you could, model yourself after. Granted, he's not perfect. I mean, he had his sleeping around phase, that's for sure. But who he is now, it's somebody you could actually respect. At least respect. He has his convictions, and he sticks to them. And that's something I find admirable in a person. Who else do I want to talk about? Oh, right. Ribby. He was the guy to introduce me to the rest of the Warband because his channel was growing at such an exponential rate. And he always shouted out people like Chronic and Manic and the other people of the Warband. He always had them on the show. My first time calling into the party pond, it was all five of those guys in the call, and I was stuttering and stammering through it, but eventually I was able to compose myself. And yeah, and we've had plenty of funny conversations. And yeah, good chats. Good chats all around. And hopefully, Ribby, if you're listening to this, I'd love to come on the party pond again soon. Though I do understand you got some IRL stuff going on. Like, all of them have very respectable jobs. So there's that. It's astounding that they still make content for us fans, even though they live very busy lives. But honestly, I cannot thank y'all enough for setting me on a better path. But beyond myself, keeping YouTubers accountable. I kind of ran out of things to say. But yeah, keep doing what you guys are doing. There we go. That was a nice, fun little segment. Fun little opening segment. Let's see. I might want to have a surprise jukebox segment. I think that's only fair. If the tap will load, happens sometimes. Alright, hold on. I know what I'll do. Yeah, sometimes Brave can be a little funky. So there's that. Oh my god, if it's gonna load. Alright. We're gonna have a little bit of a surprise jukebox segment here. So, it's only fitting because we're talking about a fighting force on par with the Band of the Hawk, or the Band of the Falcon, whichever translation you prefer. But yeah, the Warband has evolved quite a bit since that picture, and so I think that another hearing of Forces 2 is a bit more accurate to the current situation of the Warband. Enjoy, everyone. Is going to be streaming tonight, you know, so y'all better check that out. I think it's going to be a good one. Let's take a look to see. Looks like Chronic might be live now. I had to. Really good song, I gotta say so myself. And that's basically it. It's just instrumental from here. So, let's get into our first video segment of the day. I'll also link my, I think I'll also actually send a link to my stream somewhere in the Chronic server. Yeah. Alright, so, first video for the night. Failed Ethot attacks the Manosphere. So we're just going to turn this down just a titch.
So we have Brittany
Actually, we're going to turn
here,
this up.
And she's upset that rolled up tomato, rolled up tamale, Rolo Tomasi, is answering a super chat. Why is it?
So let's take a read at this super chat here. Lauren Southern, Lila Rose, Not So Erudite, Venti, they're all gynocentrists who only care what's best for women and often belittle the pursuits and actions of men that don't align with what's best for mommy. Yeah, this commenter is actually correct here. Like, there have been numerous times that Brittany Venti has like shat talk men or whatever. I'm using the past tense term. But she still kind of does this as like, oh man, get it together if you want me, a bitch like me. Like, I don't know. I find it to be very much like disingenuous motivation. Because also, it's like, that gets her, you know, more views and attention. And simp guys will flock right to that.
The weaklings, the feminists, the simps, the cuckolds, they get so upset when people read out super chats. So this Emilio guy says, Lauren Southern, Lila Rose, Erudite, Venti, they're all gynocentrists. Gynocentricists. He said gynocentrists. I guess that works. Who only care about what's best for women and often belittle the pursuits and actions of men that don't align with what's best for mommy. Absolutely. There are very, when I say very, I mean like less than 0.1% of women who actually care about men they don't know. Brittany Venti, Lauren Chen, Lauren Southern, Brittany Pettibone.
A lot of Laurens.
I'm missing some. Roma Army, Pearly Things.
Ooh, Pearly Things. He mentioned Pearly Things, or as I refer to her for now on, just Turdy Things. I just made a video about Pearl. I just made it. So go check it out. It's the season premiere of season 2 of Scurvy Shit List. Take a look. Watch it right now or after the stream.
Brett Cooper, Sarah Dawn Moore.
We have seen something of Brett on the show. There's
just so many of them, and they do lip service. It's funny because when they're 18 to 23, they're doing lip service to Chad and Tyrone. And as soon as they hit 25 and they get on YouTube, they do lip service to Urkel and Simpoids. Everything they do is lip service. Let's get to this video. Why is Brittany Venti upset?
Lila Rose, Erudite. Yeah, Erudite's another one. Brittany Venti. Oh man, I got some things to say about Brittany. They are all gynocentrists who only care for what's best for women. Of course they are. They are all feminists. Every one of those girls that you mentioned are feminists.
For once, I have to agree with Rolled Up Tomato. If you were to ask any of those women if they would give up the right to vote, I guarantee you all of them would say they would not. Even if it was for something extremely noble, like the cure to cancer would be discovered in that same day. They're not going to give it up, no matter what.
Being called a feminist by the Red Pill...
I'm already pissed off. Why are your eyes so far apart? Why?
So, Chronic has actually talked with Venti before, and it was something that Think Before You Zink tried to expose him for that. But in reality, Chronic was the one who, won that interaction at the end of the day. He was hammered out of his mind. And so, I consider that a win. You're that fucking drunk that you couldn't care less about someone like Brittany saying what she says about you.
Why is your eye as far apart as Whiterun is from Solitude? Yeah, I didn't buy the horse cart when I first played Skyrim. I didn't know you could. I'm trying to run to Solitude. Took me 3 damn hours, and then I died, and the autosave was back at Whiterun. Why is your left eye and your right eye remind me of the Bering Strait? It's alright, though. You got your cute little necklace on. You got your buttoned up, tight, striped shirt on. You're talking soft like a woman, although you burp like a man. Disgusting. I'm sorry. I gotta let her speak. She's just irritating to me on a visceral, spiritual level.
Hill Manosphere sect of the internet, like Rollo Tomasi, is like being called a racist on Twitter. The word has really lost its power, but according...
What do you mean, lost its power?
That's a good question. Like, I don't know why Brittany is equating feminist with, like, racism. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I mean, yeah, racist has kind of lost its meaning. Because if you're just called it by some Twitter SJW, it doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. It's basically them just saying, I don't like your opinion for X, Y, and Z. But feminist still has a meaning. And no matter how trad thoughts like Brittany here would tell you otherwise, there is a definition to feminist and feminism. And it goes all the way back to the suffragette movement.
Calling someone a racist destroys their life. You realize that, right? You don't realize that. There's no thinking going on in that cranium. Getting people to believe somebody is a racist will destroy their life.
Depends on how big you are. Like, if somebody were to call ScurvyRum here a racist, I mean, it's very hard to do that, considering the stances that I have on, like, ethnic issues and all that. And, like, the idea of race as a whole, it's very hard to call me that. But if you're as big as Brittany Venti, then being branded as such might actually do some damage, especially if you show your face with your eyes as wide as they are.
They'll get fired from their job. They'll have people try to beat them up. They'll have people burn their house down. They'll have people protest outside their house. They'll have the cops arrest them. They'll be blackballed from their career field. They'll get death threats on social media. Their children will get doxxed. That's what happens when you call someone a racist. If you're the right race and they're the right race. Calling someone a feminist, the worst you'll get is mean internet words. See, this is why I don't really go to female YouTubers about the assessment of risks.
Yeah. last thing you want to do is to ask somebody about risk who isn't, like, a broker, to make a comparison. Because when you start listening to chicks on, like, men's issues, a lot of the time they're lying. They're lying just to try to get your money, just to get your simp bucks. And unfortunately, a lot of men fall hook, line, and sinker to this. Now, I'm not immune to it either. I have fallen for it in the past, but I've learned, I've wisened up, and I could detect it. So longeth as I ask the question to myself, how would she react if I asked her, do you think women should have the right to vote? It's that simple.
Right? I'd much rather get called a feminist. I'd much rather people like, I'm exposing Undead Chronic for being a feminist with my face out there. Because guess what's going to happen? Absolutely dog shit and nothing. Some dudes on Twitter and YouTube are going to talk some shit and I can go to sleep at night. Now, I get doxxed. My face gets put out there. People go, Chronic's a racist. This is where he lives. Chronic's a racist. This is where he works. And all the left calls up my workplace. All those 16-year-old white girls skipping school to get up with Tyronius Maximus in the hood. They're all
Yeah, there's a point there. It goes back to how high of a profile you have, though. And then also, it's like, if we're gonna put things at a scale, like, being falsely accused, falsely accused for SA, it's probably a lot worse than, even if you do have a public profile, like, being called racist. I mean, take a look at what happened to JonTron a few years back. It's like, he was supposedly being racist, quote unquote, which he wasn't, but that didn't really, like, John wasn't really, like, blacklisted from anything. I mean, I think he eventually apologized, which I don't think he should have. Even back then, it's like, I was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel. Even when I was, like, 18 years old and I was still a leftist. I mean, I still like JonTron's stuff. Can be pretty funny. But I didn't think, it's like, he has an opinion, and I'm allowed to disagree, but I don't think he should be branded as something he's not. So there's that. But maybe I'm not thinking with enough hindsight here on this one. So yeah, feel free to inform me a bit more, because then I might see your point of view here a bit better. Like, this I guess this is one of the only few things that I'm, like, I'm a little bit of a disagreeing towards him on, but I'm willing to hear him out, and maybe I might understand it a little bit better, considering he has way more subscribers than I do.
I'll call in my workplace on the Uber drive to Tyrone, on the Uber drive back. Maybe they're walking back because Tyrone doesn't pay for a cab. Fire this racist. Fire this racist. What else do I got? I got Antifa coming at me. I got Antifa coming at me. They didn't even know I was under chronic. So you're comparing, let's be saying, stubbing your toe is like taking a 44 Magnum round to the chest. You sound stupid. You sound stupid. You look stupid. You act stupid. Why?
All right.
Because you are stupid. That's why.
Pretty.
All right, I actually get where you're coming from now, Chronic. In terms of, if you're called, like, a feminist online, let's just say if this were to happen to Scurvy, which, by the way, Scurvy is not a feminist, but if I were to be called such, right? I wouldn't really care all that much, but if Scurvy was called racist, I probably would care a bit more, because I know for a fact that it's like, I'm not that, and I think the best way you could kind of defend yourself from an allegation like that is like, it's like, yeah, if most of my friends are of different ethnicities, which that's true for Scurvy, I'm basically just gonna be saying some slightly personal stuff. It's like, a lot of my friends are of different ethnicities. My point of view on race being bullshit is something else. I also have a pretty egalitarian view when it comes to ethnicity as a whole. Like, we as humans, there's not really, there are differentiators between different ethnicities, that's for sure, but they're relatively minor in the grand scheme of humanity. Anyways, enough about my ramblings about the subject of ethnicity.
To Rollo Tomasi, or should I say George, not only am I a feminist, but also a Christian.
They are conservatives.
You're not a Christian, Venti. You're not a fucking Christian, bitch. That's just not the case. If you were a Christian, I don't think you would have gotten reamed out by 8 other guys. I could be wrong, but hey, you know, if there's any Christians here in the comments, feel free to enlighten me if I got anything wrong.
Good Orthodox Catholics, and we're good Bible worshiper, Bible reading Christians, and we go to Bible study.
I'm not.
Never put Christ's face next to yours again.
Ha!
I wish
She
Christians
better
acted
not.
like Muslims when it came to that. I won't elaborate. No, he put you in a list with a bunch of women. Erudite talks about being a Christian. Lauren Southern talks about being a Christian. He did not specifically call you a Christian, but it's all right. I do the same kind of thing where it's like, if there's somewhat of an argument, you'll make it. I'll do the same thing. Like there's somewhat of an argument that think before you sleep has never clapped those cheeks. Yet when you met up with 4chan in the early 2000s, oh, they all clap those cheeks at the same time. Absolutely. You probably.
So, in terms of, like, these trad thoughts claiming that they're Christian, but they don't act anything like it, I got one thing I want to say to them. One thing for the trad thoughts. I have a feeling you're doing this as some kind of grift? Then again, I'm just stating the obvious here. But the fact that a lot of, like, the audience you're going for are Christian men, yeah, that's something to consider. Like, considering that Scurvy's an atheist and all, though I tend to agree with a lot of, like, Christian thought, just minus the God and superstition stuff. It's like, I could tell you're just saying, I'm a Christian, just so the simps can be like, oh wow, she's literally just like me. I'm about to come. That's the obligatory Dreamy Bowl joke in the stream.
Probably take a picture of their favorite anime waifu on the back of your head. They could finish.
Not a Christian, but it goes to show how much research he does on the people he so confidently speaks on. Rollo or George confidently accusing people of labels really confirms that everyone I don't like is a feminist is the new everyone I don't like is a racist. It's not my...
Oh boy. But the difference is when it comes to just Twitter bullshit, if you're a nobody account on Twitter and you're arguing with other no names and they call you racist, like, that doesn't mean anything. But if you have a public profile like Brittany Venti does, being called that word can destroy your life if your career isn't on the internet. Like, I don't know how my future employers would react to seeing the ScurvyRum show, though I do make myself very hard to track down through the most basic of fucking methods. But it's like, yeah, I don't know how they'd react. And if some asshole were to be like, "Whoa, ScurvyRum's a racist," and were to send it to every fucking library on the block, and I'd get blacklisted or something. It's like, yeah, that would destroy my life. It would. And why? I said something controversial. But then again, a lot of people don't give a shit about the First Amendment these days, so there's that. Hey, Spark Prime, how's it going? Let's continue the video.
You using jump cuts every sentence confirms to me you are unable to speak more than one sentence at a time coherently. It's not a political attack. It's just like, hey, you got to jump cut every time so you can calmly speak like a calm little doll. This is a horror doll.
It's like that inflatable blow-up doll that was like, or that pilot doll in Airplane. That's kind of what Brittany Venti reminds me of. It's just like, she's just in one solitary position. She doesn't really move all that much. Meanwhile, Scurvy here is, I'm moving all over the fucking place. That's just kind of how I am. Yeah, ADHD can be a bit annoying, but that's just how it is.
What's going on with... I gotta stop insulting her face. I'm gonna keep on going back to the
Her
same
face.
subject material. You see, Chronic was trying to beat a dead horse, but it ended up that it was actually a dead camel, and then Hunter Avalon...
Dead camel! Oh yeah, that's something else I've really been enjoying from Chronic stuff as of late is the camel stuff. Ah man, Carissa Avalon, she's a 304 on another level. And yeah, I'm glad Chronic was dancing on the ashes of Hunter's divorce. That was one of the funniest things of all time from him.
Avalon's wife showed up and took the camel so she could try to bang it. Disgusting.
Meant to be taken
Oh my God, yep.
seriously, and especially not from a discount Tom Likas.
Do you think that marriage is any good for women either? Statistics show that when the divorce happens...
Wait, that's Tom Likas? I've only heard of the guy from, Think Before You Zink. I didn't think he'd look like a fucking bullboard from Pikmin. You see, I don't really know if he's all that... I mean, I don't know. Once again, I do trust Chronic, Ribby, and the others when they say that they're pretty ripped. But, and that kind of makes me listen. That actually does make me listen to the Warband a lot more. Something else too. That's something else I really appreciate about them. They're honest people. I really do believe that. I think they're honest people. But then you got Pikmin enemies like Tom Likas over here, at least in terms of physical appearance. It's just like, why would I really want to listen to him? Like he doesn't have a lot of the things that I'm looking for in life. So there's that.
It's not particularly good for them.
Let's
Women
continue.
have a lot more to gain from divorce. 90% of the custody goes to women, child custody. If you want to be with your kids, guess who's getting the kid? Not the guys, not you. Bottom line. And then guys going to be paying that child support. And what is alimony? And why? Or now they changed the name of it to spousal support. Why are we paying that?
Spousal support. Okay,
There's
that's
no
interesting.
real accountability, particularly.
Is that some kind of heraldic crest on you, Rolo? I mean, I don't think that outfit looks good on you at all. I think it makes you look kind of gay. But once again, Scurvy would not want to touch you with a 24-foot pole at all. So, I don't know, maybe you are gay, Mr. Rolled Up Tomato. But let's get back to the video here. I could rip on Rolled Up Tomato all fucking day. And I know Chronic has, and I don't know how he does it, but he comes up with really good insults every time.
When it's like no-fault divorce. And, of course, it's always in the woman's favor, especially if she has kids, there's child support, there's alimony.
But you don't have to take my word for it, because...
So,
Oh, boy.
because I talk about how the Earth is a sphere... No, I mean, that's more simple. Because Tim Pool will talk about flat earthers, and Tim Pool talks about how the Earth is a sphere. Tim Pool is just like Galileo.
I can't. Damn it, Chronic. Why'd you put that image in my head? I, the great Beanie Leo, have discovered gravity for the first time. And if you don't accept my word for it, well, you could take a listen at my sponsor, the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, I know I'm getting my historical facts all jumbled up. But, yeah, that's Tim Pool for you.
Because Undead Chronic understands that cells have membranes, and Anthony Fauci talks and knows that cells have membranes. Undead Chronic is like Anthony Fauci. You're taking basic facts. Alimony, child support, divorce, family courts. Those are basic facts.
So, I'm sorry for pausing the video again, but I actually want to say this. That's the thing with a lot of these, like, pickup artists and red pill grifters and female chameleons. They all know how to say the right thing. And that's what gets people to listen to them. Look, I mean, I know I'm doing a little bit of that right now. I'm not grifting here because I do this as a hobby. But the difference between someone like me and Brittany Venti is that I stand by my fucking convictions. Like, even in... So when I made that review for What is a Woman, you could go on my channel and check that out. I got a lot of fucking backlash from a lot of Asmongold's guild members when I used to post my videos and sharing with that trash heap of a guild. But I was in quite a bit of heat. And so I made a response. But the one thing I never said in that response was that I'm sorry. I take back what I said. I never said that. I even said in the video, it's like, I stand by what I said in that review, but I think that I could elaborate further on some things that I couldn't elaborate in an already like 35-minute-ish video.
What happens there?
That was another 40 minutes.
And you're saying that Rollo Tomasi is Tom Likas because they talk about the same basic facts? Rollo, you called him a discount off-brand Tom Likas? I'm pretty sure Rollo Tomasi has made 10 times the money Tom Likas has made talking about the same issues.
That's fair. Like, I could roast on physical appearance all I want, but at the end of the day, and I don't even necessarily think it's about how much money one makes. I think it's more about, well, to quote Hammerhand, morals, ethics, and standards, values, and principles. That's what I think it's about. I haven't made a single fucking dime off this channel. And so I'm basically here just, well, shouting out my convictions. And so that's basically what I'm doing with these streams and with my videos. I'm basically just telling y'all about my convictions and my values.
And I just
my
realized
standards.
this is a 32-minute video. Oh.
Oh!
I wish I had one of those bolt guns they use to put cattle down. That could end my pain early.
George himself lists Tom Likas as his inspiration for his ideology on women and dating.
Really, back in 2001, I started listening to a terrestrial radio show host named Tom Likas.
Who is this
who
guy?
I
Is
really
that
liked at the time.
also rolled up?
Friends and wives and
And George's inspiration, Tom Likas, self-describes as a feminist.
Oh, what? Alright. I'm joking. Let me read. I'm a hardcore feminist. This is why I never buy dinner for women, help pay their bills, or help raise their bastardi children. That's the Greek word for bastard in the feminine context. The feminine version of the word bastard in Greek. From other guys, women are equal. They don't need our help, right, guys? Looking forward to the next guy who'll be paying for dinner. I love equality. I think this is more of a joke, if anything. Like, even then, I don't think Tom Likas is a feminist. Unless he explicitly says that women should have the right to vote. Then, yeah. He's not a feminist in my eyes. Currently. Somebody might be able to enlighten me on that.
Because it helps them get laid without having to commit or have children.
I'm a hardcore feminist. This is why I never buy dinner for women, help pay their bills, or raise their bastard children from other guys. Women are equal. They don't need our help, right, guys? Looking forward to the next gal who will be paying for dinner. I love equality. You were taking...
Damn. How much meat did you have, Chronic, in that stream? I wasn't really around for that one. I was talking with a friend at the time, but I have a feeling, Chronic gets arguably more drunk than I do. Every now and then. But he read that very fucking quickly. Much faster than I did. So props to you, Chronic. You're a better drunkard than I am.
See, now I've got the problem of thinking about whether Brittany Venti is actually intelligent enough to understand satire or sarcasm. I don't know. Like, maybe she actually doesn't understand it.
Imagine if Brittany Venti just heard me say, I'm about to blow, and she took that literally like I was about to buzz. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be a whole other level of stupidity right there. Just me quoting Dreamy Bowl and she taking it as like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why are you doing that on stream?" I get such a kick out of that. I really would.
Maybe she's one of those people who's just like, but I did eat breakfast this morning, and they can't think about what they would feel like if they didn't eat breakfast this morning. So because Tom Likas, who's an inspiration to Rollo Tomasi, made a satirical, joke tweet about being a feminist, it proves that he's wrong. This is like the left-leaning white bro internet essay video, YouTube video essay, but you got a quappa, not even a quappa, a half lotto, a half moon. I don't know. Brittany Venti's half black, half white. I assume she's a quarter.
I believe Brittany Venti is quarter. But honestly, I don't think that really matters. I care more about somebody's ideas, but you know, doesn't hurt to use like stuff like skin color in a good roast. I mean, one of my favorite jokes from Chronic has to be when he's talking about the legendary World of Warcraft item, Black Nut. That one video of his, that's a good one. I was fucking dying. I was also fucking dying when he and Chaz started talking about Ewok Village. Next time I call into a show, that is something I'm going to bring up is Ewok Village.
Maybe her and quarter black Garrett can go ahead and bang each other and have 8 kids, and then one of them is black and the other 7 are light skin looking. This is peak female intelligence working. Satirical tweet. I owned you. I took satire content seriously. I took it literally. Pathetic. But hey, think before you sleep likes it. I mean, he likes the fact that a woman's actually interested in him, but she's not interested in you, bro. She's interested in your money. But you don't believe.
Hi, my name is Think Before You Zink, and I'm dating Brittany Venti, who I know I will never be able to have sex with her until I put a ring on it. So I'm basically just being used for my money. And the fact that I know that my girlfriend has so many fucking food allergies, I don't know why I considered it worth it to start dating her. So yeah, I think I made a good decision at the end of the day. Well, Think Before You Sleep is out now. Let's get back to Scurvy.
That anymore because you got money off of YouTube and you got a girlfriend, so all your beliefs went to the wayside. We call you Think Before You Sleep. Think Before You Sleep, you're a mistow. That's how we can reclaim that phrase, guys. They call hammer-handed mistow. They call every MGTOW called mistows like men sent their own way. You just can't get women, so that's why you're a MGTOW. No, the actual MGTOW, the mistows are the dudes like Think Before You Sleep. As soon as he got Punyiti, he dropped everything.
That's the thing. If you actually have like some real fucking convictions about things, like, or if you're as stubborn as Scurvy is, you're not going to be dropping those principles. Like, I know by the time, it's probably going to be more like when Scurvy gets a chick. Not really if, but more like when. You bet your ass I'm like, by the time we have that value talk, I'm just going to lay everything down the line. It's like, I don't like the 19th Amendment. I think that y'all are happier when you're home, when you're raising kids and taking care of the home. I don't know why I forgot the word for a second. But it's like I'm going to be telling her that, and if she doesn't agree, and who knows, maybe she might. I don't know. There's always that extremely rare chance, but I'm not betting on that chance. But if that's the case, and if she agrees, it's like, yowza, kanowza, and you're a virgin too. That's great. We're gonna be a happy couple, I tell you that. But basically, Puniti isn't going to sway me from not expressing who I really am. And that is, well, Scurvy.
So the only reason he held MGTOW beliefs was because he didn't get Punyeti. He's a confirmed MGTOW. Think before you sleeps. Beliefs. His core beliefs. What he thinks is reality is 100% dependent on whether or not a woman shows him attention. That's a level of simping I've never seen. In person. But hey, turbo simps are out there. Giga simps are out there.
That's
I'm a
true.
hardcore feminist. This is why I never buy dinner for women. Art. God, he's such a dusty. It's kind of ironic.
Oh no, she's using that term. Though she could be sarcastic. Then again, Scurvy's a spurg. So I'm not exactly preemptive to picking up sarcasm either. However, when I hear people use terms like, oh, sister, and dusty, it's like, they're probably hiding something from me. They're true beliefs and their true intentions.
Ironic though, isn't it? George has cultivated an internet following on the part of the internet where he is self-proclaimed to be the father of. This internet ghetto is referred to as the Red Pill Manosphere.
Internet ghetto? Well, I mean, hey, if you're watching the show, I mean, this is kind of an internet ghetto because I'm not a big YouTuber or whatever, but, you know, I have fun doing this. That's why I do it. But, Brittany Venti, you realize that you're trying to squeeze yourself in this internet ghetto, right? I hope you realize that.
I am not red pill adjacent. I am in the red pill. I am the father of the red pill.
You call
No,
yourself
you're
the
not.
godfather of the red pill.
Oh no! It's this podcast! Ah, no! Oh, so it's Fresh and Fraud with Destiny, a known cuckold, Sneeko, a known cuckold, and Rolled Up Tomato. Oh my goodness. Ah! Oh, goodness gracious.
I call myself the godfather of the manosphere, okay?
I tout myself as the godfather of the manosphere, okay? When the manosphere, it wasn't really made by a single person. It's very egotistical of you, Rolled Up Tomato. But, man. The manosphere was created by a bunch of guys, not just you. It's very narcissistic of you to think that. Rolled Up Tomato.
People have called.
Yeah, that ignorance, I don't like it. This is why I don't like Rollo Tomato. He's arrogant. That's why I don't like him.
I agree.
And the fact that Rollo Tomato talked to Sneeko in Destiny for 30 minutes and
Sneeko, the Cuckoo, and
did not call
Destiny,
them
they need to quit! They need to quit, Marty!
cuckolds once.
That would be really funny if Chronic's real
There's
name
not-
is
you know.
Marty.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's like a 10 out of 10 goth chick grabs Chronic by a schlong. Is like, let's go to the photo booth. And Chronic's just like, let me get another drink. Let me go to the bathroom. I fumble that so bad. Yeah, that doesn't happen. I don't fumble that.
What?
Me that.
Okay, great. That's
Got it?
very
Do you understand?
okay.
George saves men from those evil women and is literally saving their lives.
And so when we see that happen and we see guys are like, yeah, oh man, women are really fucked up. And when we look at that, that's sensational. What we don't look at is the success stories where guys go, you know what? I was going to kill myself and now I decided not to.
You should get Canadian healthcare now. Kidding. I'm kidding, YouTube. Kidding, YouTube. Just wanted to make that joke. It's a joke, YouTube.
because now I have accurate information because I'm red pill aware right now.
The red pill manosphere is infamous
pill
for their bad
aware?
takes on women and dating, such as modern life dating or MLD's take on how
The one thing I agree with Brittany on here, MLD or modern life dating is a loser. A soy boy cuck loser. I don't think he's actually a cuckold, but maybe. Maybe he might be. I don't know. Oh, shit. I accidentally muted this.
physical harm from your spouse.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce?
Oh boy, it's Destiny's wife. When I use wife in quotes. Oh lordy. Oh lordy. It's that chick. I've met chicks much hotter than her. I'll tell you that.
Divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going. You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive.
You gotta endure.
Okay,
endure.
Can I pick this off?
Endure, yes, yes. That's something Dreamy Bull would say is endure. Well, when he's getting, when he's doing his thing, we'll put it like that.
And there's the ad.
So that's basically the end of the video. Allow me, give me like a few minutes and I'll be right back. I am going to put on a different song for y'all while we wait. Stretch this ass! I'm back. Oh, man. Alright. Let's get to our next video. We have, technically featured here. Let's get back to our little... There we go. We have a video of a highlight, a manic stream, on Sir Yeetus's channel. About an internet lolcow by the name of Jared Genesis. He is quite the doozy, but not as much of a rabbit hole as like Chris Chan or Cyrax. But yeah, Sir Yeetus is the guy who got me into Muay Thai, and so yeah. Enjoy, and I'll watch this with you. I have seen the actual stream itself on Manic's channel. So, yeah.
Oh wait. Okay, wait. I have it on top chat. Did he say anything in live chat? Like, is it all getting filtered out?
He did.
Is it all getting filtered? Okay.
It's in the message itself for review.
Oh, okay. I don't see anything.
I'm gonna show.
Yeah, Jared's a weird
He says, "Yidis, why
motherfucker.
do you hang with tards?"
Why do you like? I'm not
What? Jared Genesis said that? What the fuck, man? You are one yourself, you know.
Why do you think I'm autistic? You just like came out. You just like came out with that out of nowhere, bro. It's like,
Jared, you self-admitted on multiple occasions that you would rather have relations with a person that's 14.
Yidis, I know this is a video, but I have a feeling this stream's gonna get age restricted already. So yeah, just giving you a warning. It's not the first time this has happened, where a video of mine, more like a stream of mine, has been age restricted. But then again, I talk about choices here on the stream a lot. So that means I'm the one who made the choice, and so therefore, I guess I kind of get what's coming to me.
14, then you went down to 10, then you went down to 8.
What?
And you really want me to take you seriously? No, Jared. No troll. No troll that I know of, because he says you dumbasses never figured out that I'm a troll. You really think I never heard of a troll that will troll about liking 8-year-olds?
What the fuck?
That's not a troll whatsoever. And if you were, there has to be some truth to the matter, because hey, jokes has some truth in it, right? So the fact that you're willing to joke about this type of situation gives me beyond red flags, and I do not associate whatsoever with people that try to defend being with a 14-year-old, being with a 10-year-old, being with an 8-year-old. So
good. That is a principle everyone should have. Everyone. And I like how Yidis is laying down the long dong of the law here, in the sense that Yidis has conviction, ethics, morals, and standards. The same cannot be said for Jared Genesis.
So who's really the tard here?
okay, he says, "Do you guys not understand that I'm a TI?" ?
What the fuck is a TI? What is a TI?
I don't know.
Is it wait?
I don't know.
Is
What
it
was a
supposed to
TI?
be? Is it like GI? Like, did he like misspell GI?
Jared is not a GI.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Come to. Oh shit! He says, "Come to Houston."
Hey, Jared, you won't do shit. I'm gonna let you know right now. You won't do shit.
Oh, when this stream was happening, I so desperately wanted for Yidis and Jared to fight, because I've heard of Yidis's fighting stories before. Yidis is a master at Muay Thai, and he has a black belt in judo. Jared, you are so fucked. Even if you are a bit on the heavyweight side, you are so fucked. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, you are just fucked, my guy. Considering Yidis could literally yeet somebody like me, keep in mind, Scurvy is 6'3". Yidis could demolish me in judo.
So please stop with that fake macho bullshit, right? You can't even lift yourself out of bed. So don't even try that shit. Don't even try to act like you're macho and shit. The fact that you're living with your fucking parents, your fucking dad, and yes, I'm gonna mention your Pokemon cards in the background.
Look, I know Scurvy lives with his parents currently too, but at least my life is going to have some direction. The same cannot be said about Jared Genesis. No, I don't have any Pokemon cards on my wall. But I have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards on my desk because, well, Scurvy likes to open some boxes every now and then. Doesn't hurt.
It does not mean that you're hot shit. at all. Okay, none at all. I'm not afraid of you whatsoever, my bro. Nothing. Okay, you won't do nothing.
I probably could easily pummel Jared.
At all. Don't even try to make real life because you don't want it to be real life. You don't. So I'm gonna ignore whatever you're trying to say at the moment because I'm telling you, if you really want the smoke, you know where to find me.
Yeah,
you know where to find me.
Yeah, if you're so tough, unblock me on Twitter. Okay, if you're that tough.
If you're so fucking tough, why the hell did you block Manic from your Twitter? If
Probably
you
more.
are really so profound about the points that you put about dating 14-year-old, why did you block Manic immediately?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I'm telling you right now, between me and you, there won't be a fight. There won't be a fight. I'm telling you right now, there will be no fighting.
Yeah, there better not be. Though I would be curious to see how a beatdown like that would go. Jared would just lose on the spot.
Because I don't deal with disgusting pieces of trash like you.
Yeah, bro.
Because if I have to, just saying.
Yeah, like, dude, like, if you're serious, like, you know, like, just unblock me on Twitter and then DM me an address for Yeetus to come to, and you'll meet, and then, you know, duke it out or whatever. You know, because you blocked.
There won't be no duking it out. There won't be no duking it out.
You know, because you blocked communication, right? You're the one that blocked communication. How are we supposed to set anything up? How are we supposed to come down if you're blocking all means of communication, right?
How much of a bitch boy?
Yeah, Jared Genesis, by the way, is a complete fucking pussy. And the fact that he's just like Cyrax in the sense that he never wants to throw down. No matter how many times he says, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "Oh yeah, I want to throw down with you, Yeetus," or to make this a bit more Cyrax-like, "Oh yeah, Yeetus, you're not gonna throw down with me, boy." I know the dark martial arts. Something like that, at least. But that's the thing. A lot of these lolcows can never win in a fight for the life of them.
You need to be that you're like, oh yeah, come to where I'm at. That's where I'm at, but I'm gonna block every avenue that you have in order to keep communication with me. But you a bitch. Like what?
Well, we're the nobodies. He literally just said to pull up. He said to come test him.
Okay,
he said to come test him, and then now we're not worth his time.
You ain't gonna test.
That's something else about lolcows as well. They're always like this.
Shit, homeboy. Like shut the fuck up. You an online warrior. You ain't gonna do shit. So I ain't trying to do it. No, I ain't gonna change. How the fuck am I nobody? You're here. You're trying to survive off your fucking dad in your late 30s, early 40s.
What the fuck?
How?
Come on.
Tell me.
Dude, you keep being so vague, but you're not. You're literally just
he
like.
He ain't gonna do shit, man. He's a bitch boy, bro. He ain't gonna do nothing.
He is a bitch boy. That's kind of a common theme with Jared Genesis. I mean, just look at how he went after Based Shaman in like 2021 or something.
I don't do it because pedophile.
Dude, Figs is
P-words.
Yeah. Dude, Figs is right. Dude, Figs. Dude, Figs in chat says y'all nobodies are worth my time. Comes to the stream. That's so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Send me a link. Send me any type of link. Something.
Oh, just to let you know, I remember on a community post from Chronic a while back, I think it was like a few months back, where basically I saw Jared Genesis comment, trying to weasel his way into the Warband. I don't know which post it is, but I saw him, and I was so tempted to say, I know who you are, and you get the fuck out. But At the same time, I don't think I'm willing to put up with Kiwi Farms, so there's that.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Man, send me a link. Send me a link. And if you have any type of link, send it to him. Because he ain't gonna try to defend his point. Because he's gonna look fucking stupid.
Yeah, we'll just okay. Do you have anything to answer to this, Jared Genesis? All right. Do you?
He ain't gonna answer to nothing. He ain't gonna do shit. He ain't do nothing.
Yeah. Do you answer to this tweet that you said yourself? All right. Do you answer that? Well, he said later, but he's still not a.
Don't even say later, homeboy. See, how are you gonna say later and you unemployed and you have nothing to do besides living in your fucking father's house? What do you mean later? What the fuck you gotta do later? What do you have to do later, Jared?
Real.
Now you're pissing me the fuck off because now you're on this bullshit. All right, don't talk this tough guy shit. Yeah, and you're gonna come over here and do something about it. You ain't gonna try to defend this book. Look at your Twitter. Look at your Twitter.
Yeah.
Look at it. How can you defend? You literally said that you will sleep with a fucking
blocked. This is the kind of pussy shit that people will do when they're surrounded by a disagreeing opinion. The only time you should really block somebody is if they're your ex or if they're basically just going so schizo on you or harassing you. But not because of a difference of opinion.
Minor.
All right, hold up. Oh wait, that's. Oh shoot.
You know damn well.
Yeah.
You know damn well you'll be dealt with. That's why you don't leave your fucking room. That's why you don't leave your fucking house.
Yep. Okay.
By the way, Jared has actually shat himself on stream before. I'm not joking about that. That is something else about these lolcows too. They always shit themselves one way or another.
Hey man. I know. I owe you one, Manic. I really do. I owe you one. I really do. Like really do. But I'm tired of these tough guys. Look. He's still blocked. No. Say yeah.
Yeah. I'm opening. Yep. Still blocked.
Unblock him. Unblock him, Jared. Where you at? I don't see you. I don't see you in the chat. Unblock him, Jared.
Unblock. Come on. If you really
do your thing, Sir Yeetus. Yeet him over the fucking moon. Use those judo skills of yours. Which, by the way, you know, for one of the areas that Scurvy might be going to grad school at, has a judo school. But oddly enough, not a Muay Thai school. So, well, you might be hearing something about that in, like, many months from now. You may never know.
If you really want to set something up, where we like answer this with our technical, like, you know, with our fisticuffs or whatever, you know, if you really do,
unblock Manic.
That's something I do wonder about. Like, how, like, I want to know something about you, Manic. I'm not trying to call you out or anything. I would like to know how muscular you are. That would be pretty cool. Because it would be pretty cool to see it, you know, could be on par with Scurvy. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see you talk fitness much, but yeah, I think it would be pretty cool. Because I have a feeling, I mean, I think all of y'all go to the gym, but I definitely would like to compare some numbers, that's for sure. That'd be nice.
But because you really don't know who the fuck you're talking to, honestly.
I'm calling your bluff.
You feel very safe.
Though I will say, I think Manic is probably a lot stronger than he lets on. I know this sounds like some anime shit right now, but I thoroughly believe that. I really do.
Behind your fucking father in his goddamn home. That's what the fuck is going on. You really think that you're that hardcore? You really think that you're the person that has, I have nothing to lose, so I'm the guy. I guarantee you it's not going to end well for you.
Yeah.
Unblock Manic now.
Yes. So true, bro.
You should unblock Manic now.
Now you're just pissing me off.
All right. Yeah. By the way, we have the Dragon's Treasure in chat. We have the Dragon's Treasure.
Wait. Before you continue with Dragon's Treasure, I'm gonna let you know right now, Jared. You really think Chronic is the big boy? I'm the one that's been keeping my cool the entire fucking time. Try me.
Yeah, Yeetus has a pretty good skill of keeping his cool. Me, I have to put in all my fucking energy to keep my cool. It's a little difficult for me too. But I can at least try.
The dragon's treasure in chat says, "Can I fight someone?"
I actually remember that chat. Holy shit! That I said it's like, oh, I don't mind. I don't remember what I said actually.
I mean, you know, if you wanna go that, you know, the dragon's treasure would easily beat Jared Genesis. I know that.
I'll let you fight some. I'll give you some type of energy drink mascot, the dragon treasure.
Yeah.
You're able to fight that person.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, shout out to the dragon's treasure. All
right, so that's the end of that video. Allow me to just use the little Clementine's room real quick, and also put my rum away because I don't want to drink all of this tonight. All right, I'll be right back. Alright, Scurvy is back. I am back. We got our last video of the night. Gotta have one from Kite and Chaz. Favorite of mine. The Think Before You Zinc simping disaster. I love this.
On the 27th of February 2023, a YouTuber by the name of Think Before You Sleep started a live stream. Little did he know that one simple live stream caused the Greenskins to lay siege to his channel.
And also, the orange. Don't forget that, Chaz. But yeah, I was there on that stream telling him, it's like, hey, like, this is, like, I think you should debate each other on your ideas, and then think before you zink. What's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. He's just going to be mean.
The war began a few days prior, on February 24th, with a live stream dating in 2023.
The war!
He made some wild claims that Undead Chronic and Hammerhand critiqued in the stream UCW show 192. Think Before You Sleep tried to clap back with his stream, The Problem with Manosphere Creators. Originally, the stream was titled The Problem.
Where's your next live stream, Think Before You Zink? Where is it?
With MGTOW Creators, however, he changed the name of the stream shortly thereafter. Over the course of the stream, he refused to read any mean donations that were...
Yeah, that's true. He just wouldn't read the mean donos. Which, if you were to send a mean donation, it's like, hey, orange faggot, I would read that, and I'd probably get a laugh. Because you gave me your hard-earned money. Yeah, you know, Cashapp / ScurvyRum. Yeah, you could even give a mean donation to me through that, and I would still read it.
Again, thank you for all the people who are sending me money to insult me. Thank you for all the free money. Just rolled right past that super chat.
He got butthurt at the mean greenskin roasting and making fun of
I remember those memes. I really do.
his appearance.
They're funny.
He was unable to comprehend that Undead Chronic is not a good person. He roasts everyone in any way, including appearance. The worst thing he could have done is respond. And he did.
June 5th, 58,294. Not even.
Oh, hey, Chaz. Congrats on 2K subscribers.
100,000
I just noticed that.
before that happened. So most of my subscribers were gained after I transitioned out of it.
He shows that at the time when he dropped the MGTOW label, he only had approximately 58,000 subscribers. This shows that he used the term to gain a substantial following, then he dropped it when it might have started hindering his channel's growth, because we know how YouTube treats people who use that label. He pulls up the discussion Undead Chronic had with Destiny, and was unable to comprehend the argument UC was making about women and taxes.
Post-Soxane sources, as a group, men pay taxes.
Okay.
As a group, women...
Oh, man. I remember that stream. I remember him debating Destiny. Chronic won that. And it looks like Think Before You Zink is on Destiny's side. Get fucked, Sean.
Use taxes.
I'm sure that men probably contribute more taxes because men probably earn most of the money, but that's probably a good thing.
This is true, but as a group...
So where's the argument?
God damn.
Yeah, there's a couple more in here.
Men as a group pay taxes. So it's not like...
Okay.
By the way, I bench way more than Think Before You Zink. I'm an inch taller than him. You know, Think Before You Zink is 6'2", I'm 6'3". And, I bench more than this motherfucker. I'm very close to benching 200. I'm at 185 right now. But Think Before You Zink is like, oh, I bench 70 pounds. That kind of got me into overdrive. It's like, I gotta mug this motherfucker as fast as possible.
So thanks for bringing the group responsibility in here. That's very, very woke of you to do that.
Think Before You Sleep complains that Undead Chronic would pause the video and not listen to the argument he was making. However, he does the same thing during this segment.
I mean, that's kind of something common for, like, live reactions, but for me, I watch the videos ahead of time, and it's only in rare circumstances that I don't watch the video, but chances are it's probably because I've either seen the VOD or it's from a creator I already like. That is the only time I don't watch a video beforehand. I always watch a video beforehand if it's something that, if it's from a creator I don't really know, or maybe I watch their stuff, but I figure that I should give, like, let their arguments kind of ferment in my head, so to speak. That's called being, genuine in your intention. Think Before You Zink. You didn't really do that. You committed a felony. it's my most popular video on my channel, but you could watch this whole situation of Undead Chronic versus Think Before You Zink. And Chronic won. I determined Chronic as the winner, and rightfully so. Like, though I'd appreciate if Chronic were to watch the video beforehand, I understand that he's also a busy guy. He has an actual job outside of this. But I do think that that he would be able to come up with a lot more effective roasts if he has seen the video beforehand, or even listened to it, or something like that. So, at the end of the day, Think Before You Zink committed a felony because he says first-time reaction content isn't good. But he's doing that. He's committing a YouTube felony here.
As if this isn't something every streamer does.
That he would unpause it, and later it's an opinion that he agrees with, and he would still shit on me for agreeing with the opinion. For saying an opinion that he agrees with. Here's them doing that.
The problem with the group responsibility response is that men don't get a say on where their taxes go. They just go.
Yeah,
men as a
they
majority
do just go.
get taxed more than women, and said taxes go to fund programs that subsidize women's poor choices, like welfare and government-funded housing. If men really had the group responsibility mindset, we'd stop paying taxes and let the country fall apart.
And it makes sense that women would be a tax drain compared to men when they're probably more likely to earn less and they're more likely to stay at home taking care of children.
Problem is when they're staying at home, taking care of bastards, and they're on welfare systems, taking men's money.
Think Before You Sleep tries to bring up Undead Chronic's relationships with women, failing to understand that there is a difference between long-term dating and having a woman around to sleep with.
There is a difference, and this is something I do butt heads on with people every now and then. But what I've kind of come to realize, it's more or less, you know, if we're looking at things through a more Christian perspective, then again, Scurvy's an atheist. The second time I said that on stream tonight. It's like, you know, man is capable of committing sin, and that's kind of what happens, you know? When, you know, women are indeed the gatekeepers to sex, that is a biological fact. It's like, yeah, you know, if he asks and she says yes, it's like, yeah, something's gonna happen. That's just what happens.
I've dated a lot of women. 80% of the women I've dated, they thought we were boyfriend and girlfriend. I didn't see it that way. I don't think I'm
That's
top
not
10%, but I have over 50.
Okay, so again, by the way, he would call Brittany a whore if she said she had that many partners.
Brittany is a whore. I even said this in my own video about her.
He has multiple times as many sexual partners than she does, yet she's the whore.
Yeah, well, you should be shamed for being a whore.
Again, literally has vastly more sexual partners than the person he's calling a whore, and yet...
Look, I understand what you're trying to go for, right? And this is from a virgin. Like, Scurvy's a virgin, by the way. But just because a guy, like, the way a guy pair bonds with a chick, it's not, like, instantaneous like a woman's is. For a guy, it takes us a few nuts to really attach. We release a different hormone, than oxycodone, I think is what it's called. I think oxytocin is the drug. I could be wrong. I'm pretty drunk right now, so I could be messing up on the names. But the cuddle hormone, us guys, we don't really release that much of it when we bust. But when a chick busses, she releases a lot of that hormone. And that's what gets her to stay with a guy. When it comes to us staying with a chick, it's more so of a prefrontal cortex than our lizard brain.
Doesn't see the irony here.
So Think Before You Sleep does not understand that women are the gatekeepers to having sex. If a woman says no, then that is grape. However, men are the gatekeepers to relationships and marriage.
Yes.
If a man says he won't marry a woman, that's it. She's not getting a ring. A lot of the women that have opened up for Undead Chronic did so assuming that they'd be in a long-term relationship because they did not say he had to put a ring on it before getting the puniti. A man being able to get with a lot of women shows that he has qualities those women want. Those qualities typically being money, muscle.
And that's true too. Chaz is correct about this. Like, if they're willing to give it up, there's something that Chronic has that they want. And by trapping them with their bodies, they think that they're able to get that, but in reality, the trap isn't that great.
Masculinity. Women can get sex anytime they want, but the vast majority of men cannot. There is the statistic that 1 in 3 men have not had any sexual activity in the past year. If men could get sex, they would, but women say no to these men. A man can't necessarily be a whore because the vast majority of the time he's earned the ability to sleep with women because he's become attractive to women, whereas women can just swipe on a dating app and get a man that night. You could say that's a terrible double standard, but life is filled with these double standards.
So Chaz, just one thing. You should have had my donut on the screen. No, I'm kidding. But, you know, you and I were fellow Spurgs, and we were in the same stream that night. I wanted him to debate Chronic. But yeah, jokes aside, let's continue.
But it's only a problem when it negatively affects women. Like Think Before You Sleep's girlfriend, Brittany Venti. He's revealed that he's been dating Brittany Venti for a few months, and she's gone on record saying that she will abstain from sex before getting married.
I know this is going to be a little bit unusual in the current year, but today I wanted to talk about abstaining from sex, why I choose to do it.
But Brittany Venti, if you don't remember my video shit-talking you, you might remember that I called her out for exactly this. Though, granted, I don't have all the time in the world to be editing videos. But it's mainly because of videos like this that have enlightened me about bitches like you, Brittany Venti.
Do it, as well as why I think more people should do it as well, but especially women. For me, I used to partake in serial monogamy. Serial monogamy is when you go from long-term relationship to long-term relationship. I have personally never partaken in casual sex. All of my relationships have been at least a year and a half. One of them was 3 years and a half, and I've been partaking in serial monogamy since I was 15.
But you still had sex in that time. You're not a virgin.
That is perfectly fine, but let's keep in mind that she's not a virgin. She said that she's been a serial monogamous woman since the age of 15. So, it's safe to assume that she's had sex with at least a few of her boyfriends, without needing the ring. So now Think Before You Sleep will be unable to nut before he puts a ring on her hand.
Oh no, that is so bad. I'm about to buzz. Buzz. He so desperately wants to buzz. Oh, man. Think before you think. You're kind of getting yourself screwed here.
And she's either lying about saving herself for marriage to sleep with Think Before You Sleep, or she is going to make him pay full price for her used punita.
Oh!
He's claimed that he's MGTOW in the past, so he must understand the divorce statistics showing the amount of partners a woman has increases the likelihood of divorce.
Exactly, Chaz. You said it, my guy. And so, think before you zink. Brittany Venti would be around this bracket. So you're starting to get close to 20% chance of divorce. When it comes to marrying a virgin, or even so, when it comes to marrying a virgin, right? That is ideal. But hey, if you're the first guy to sleep with her and you still get married, it's still gonna be like 5 to 7%. I'd rather have a 5 to 7% chance of her divorcing me than 22 right here.
Think Before You Sleep eventually pulls up a stream that both Undead Chronic and Brittany were on, and asks why Undead Chronic didn't roast her and call her a whore straight to her face.
By the way, this is says he sent a hate
Because Chronic was drunk, and I respect him for that.
mob to her. Let me go back to that so you can hear it. And doesn't, again, could have, perfect time to mention all these horrible things he said about her just 3 days ago.
It's obvious because he's on someone else's stream, and to bring that stuff up would be rude to the host. Think Before You Sleep got upset when Chronic was commenting on the size of Brittany's tatas.
It's Drex! Guys, shout out to Drex. He's one of the good ones.
Hoping that UC would be simping over her, when in reality, if he did his own research, he'd understand that Chronic was just joking and being hyperbolic.
And was very drunk.
And I posted pictures of my cats on it, and I framed it as selling pictures of my pussy.
Please, come on, Brittany, come on.
Oh, Undead Chronic mad that she didn't show her boobs on OnlyFans. I think maybe we got some Orbiter's remorse or something like that going on. Maybe he likes her, and that's why he's commenting
Oh,
negatively.
Orbiters. No,
Since
they're
for her
not
yet again.
Orbiters. Rekieta Law and Drex are not Orbiters.
I love Brittany's tatas. Bye. Oh my God. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
So, again, simping really hard.
It's a
One of the most egregious atrocities he committed during the stream was that a viewer sent him a super chat asking for fitness advice. He read the chat but was unable to give any solid advice. The man
Let's
paid
see.
him money, and the most he could say was this.
Recently got back in the gym, but can't come out with a workout plan for building muscle. Any tips? I have a degree in exercise science, but I'm not. You can see from my appearance, I'm basically a beginner lifter. I don't feel qualified to give people advice on.
Oh my God! You might take a look at Scurvy's physique, and my biceps aren't all that big, tell you the truth. But I don't know. It's probably because of my Spurg strength that I'm able to curl 130 and bench 185. But if you really want to know how to build muscle, that takes time, and you need to have a proper diet for that. Even I could tell you that, and I don't have a degree in exercise science. It's that fucking simple. If you want to build muscle, you need to gain weight.
On specific workout plan stuff, if you want to learn that stuff, there's plenty of YouTube channels that go over that. Jeff Nibbert is a really good channel that goes over the science of that. Just keep doing research and figure it out.
How does he claim to have a fitness degree, but can't give simple advice like be in a caloric surplus, try to do more reps rather than just go for larger numbers, increase your protein intake?
So, in terms of doing more reps, yeah, that is beneficial. Like, I don't think you want to do, like, I'm just going to use, like, Scurvy's current bench, 185. I don't think you want to do 20 a set. I don't think that's very smart. But there is some merit to doing, like, 1 or 2 extra reps every now and then. That doesn't hurt, and that could actually be helpful.
Etc. He's been in the fitness industry for years as a yoga instructor, but can't give any advice when he's paid to do it. The downfall of Think Before You Sleep goes to show that you're always one BJ away from the plantation.
Exactamundo, Chaz.
Letting your guard down around one e-girl is all it takes. It's a stark reminder that anyone...
Though, I will say that they actually have been living together. I don't know how they manage to do that, when it comes to, not... Think before you think, not getting the poon. But then again, to Sean's credit, I know he's not a virgin. I know he's not a virgin like Scurvy. But honestly, this whole situation has just taught me that the standards that I have are fine. I don't want my girl to be like Brittany Venti. I don't really want, if she's dating me, that Instagram account is going to be gone. That's just a fact.
Everyone can change their opinions, but some will go about it in a grifting manner. He's deleted almost half of his videos about him being MGTOW.
Let's see. Let's see some of these deleted videos. I do know some of the thumbnails. I haven't seen some of these or listened to these before on a walk. And I think, and oh yeah, Grey Ghost has actually reviewed some of these videos.
Because he got big. He used that part of the manosphere until it wasn't profitable. He got his money and his unicorn girlfriend and burned
Brittany Venti, a unicorn.
many bridges along the way.
But yeah, that was The Thing Before You Sleep, Simping Disaster, a short documentary. A good video from Chaz. I'll probably DM him later, saying that I watched this video of his and I liked it a lot. I mean, I've seen it before. It's kind of a rule, because I have seen this before, and I like it. So yeah. I will be right back. I'm gonna play some more Mario Kart music, or hold on. Let me play Katamari music. Hold on. We're gonna play Houston from We Love Katamari. I'll be right back. Alrighty, Scurvy is Backamundi. So, let's get to... Hold on, let me see. Yep. Let's get to our regular cancellation of the night. Okay, yep. We are here. Yep, there we go. So, why are these strikers being canceled tonight? Well, I'll tell you why. These people are the people that make content that hate us, the young men, right? And so, why would I be bothered to watch a movie like Barbie when I have content like Undead Chronic and the Warband to watch? A group of people that are infinitely more entertaining and that appeal to people on a much more personal level than Hollywood schmucks ever could. Oh, but we're gonna be replaced by AI, and that's bad. I don't give a shit about that. You keep on writing the shit that we don't like. We don't like stuff like Barbie. We don't like stuff that demeans men. We're tired of it. And so, guess where a lot of us go to? Independent content on the internet. Because guess what? AI can never replace someone like Undead Chronic. Mainly because, well, Chronic also does this as a hobby. It's not his career. Or anyone from the Warband. YouTube is not their career. However, the way that they make content, it's like, you could tell it's coming from them. It's not from like a bunch of board directors and meetings and pitches and all that. It's like, when Chronic does a stream, he just does it on the spot, and that's pretty personal, right? Like, the thing is, when it comes to making content, the more personal it is, the better it is at times. And I think the Warband does a good job at that. Now, not everybody in the Warband does, like, personal topics like Chronic does. But then again, Chronic is really in the thick of things, like when it comes to exposing a lot of like frauds and all that, like Brittany Venti and just turdy things. And Rolled Up Tomato and other roaches like that. But there's just a personal connection, because I'm a young guy too. And not everybody will relate to Chronic's content, like me or the other people in the Warband Discord server. However, our pseudo minds, our energies. That's once again another obligatory Dreamy Bowl reference. The way we think, and there is some diversity among us, for lack of a better word, in terms of some of our more individual thoughts, but we rally behind a common cause. That men are treated like shit in today's society and in movies. And wouldn't you know, these people that you see here, they are the people responsible for writing the trash that we don't want to see and that we're tired of seeing. So why should I feel bad that they're being replaced? I don't understand that. Now look, considering Scurvy likes to write stuff in his free time, yeah, there is a human touch that is needed in writing. That cannot be denied. However, if the stuff you're writing is just trash, or just trying to appeal to the lowest common denominator, which is often what Hollywood does, why should I, somebody with a higher capacity to think about things, be interested in the Marvel cape shit that keeps on getting made? What incentive is there for me to support that? There isn't. Now, when I was younger, I did like the cape shit. I stopped liking it around the time I was 17, because I realized that anime just has better stories. Manga too, anime and manga just have better stories. That's a fact. And no matter what these Hollywood writers think I would like, man-hating nonsense, like the Barbie movie, which I'm not gonna see. I'm not gonna give Warner Brothers my money. I don't know why Hollywood wants me to see this shit so bad. Oh, wait. I have an answer to that question. It's because they want my money. They want my money for shitty fucking movies. And guess what Scurvy's movie of the year is? It's the Mario movie. Why? Because it's not incessantly woke. And believe it or not, though Princess Peach is kind of a strong character at the start of it, you could thank Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario, for stepping in when he needed to, because he realized that Peach is not supposed to be this uber strong character just because she's been living in this world for a while. There's always somebody better than her, and that character is Mario. So, why are these writers and producers and actors canceled? It's because, well, they fucking deserved it. For a decade of crap that basically we kind of wanted to see, because, you know, we grew, quite a few of us grew up with, like, film franchises and all that, and it's like we wanted to see the next, like, evolution in that, but turns out it was a devolution. So yeah, fuck these guys. And so, with that, the Hollywood writers, producers, and actors are today canceled. And with that, that's going to be the end of the show for the night. So I would recommend y'all should go and watch Chronic stream. This is about the Warband at the end of the day. So yeah, Chronic is streaming right now, so go watch his stuff.